Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out today with my newest tank here in the stream, the T34 100 here. Finally finished the Skoda T25 grind, so on to this one here, which not a lot of people consider this a great tank, but it has an alright gun on it. It's just a little bit inaccurate, armor is not too great, but you just need to really keep yourself out of trouble in this one. Today's stream now will kind of be like the last few. Mainly going to be doing tank requests, so feel free to request any tanks you'd like to see me play. And just mixing in, a couple grinds here or there throughout otherwise. Well, I said in chat a few minutes ago, but I preemptively, if I'm in a little bit of a bad mood today, sorry guys. We just have Ryan's parents are coming by. They're actually staying with us for a couple weeks, but they're getting here a couple days early. So, I've been running around like crazy because I just finished up work yesterday in the kitchen at the restaurant, and also we're watching Ryan's cousin's dogs until tonight, so kind of been sprinting around. Levi's been helping me out though, in a not so helpful way. But nice to see Iron Tanker, Floyd, Randall, and Abdul, and Labobo. Yeah, it's just they're gonna be here soon, so I may or may not have to pop out of the stream really quick. But my first real day off in quite some time. I spent about 5.5 hours yesterday scrubbing out very pretty dirty like ovens and fryers and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a mess, but everything's clean now. All right, nobody's pushing over here. I'm actually gonna hang back for once. I usually don't do this, but I don't want to get myself too far out there and not be able to get myself out. Now, you kind of ditched the autoloader on this, coming from, the tier 6 and tier 5. It's something that, it's definitely different than a lot of other Chex tanks, but I did not expect him to move that way, and I should be able to hit him, but unfortunately that guy was right in my way when I could actually land a shot on him. And he definitely didn't even notice that he was basically helping the enemy there. But, it's just one of these tanks where you don't have much armor. Your mobility's alright. It's nothing spectacular. But, it's basically just don't get yourself into too much of a bad situation. Unfortunately here, like, there's definitely more tanks we could be shooting at right now, but, none of us really want to push in there, which, I don't blame any of them. I don't have the most accurate gun in the world, and unfortunately my first battle here, my reflexes are always off. I wasn't able to get a first match in today, unfortunately. Usually I have like an hour before the stream to kind of set things up, but I was over checking on the dogs that were watching. Hello Scud, nice to see you. Levi, he kind of enjoys the company. The big thing about it is they bring their dog, which he's friendly with. They're both friendly dogs to other animals. It's just our floors are like really slippery, and their dog falls a lot and scratches them. So we got him we bought some dog booties. We got some for Levi too, because his one paw bothering him. So we got their dog some too, to hopefully help and stop that from happening. But yeah, that's the main problem. Is going from, our house isn't necessarily small. It's just, including Levi, the three of us going from 3 to 6 kind of is a little bit much sometimes. Have a shot rate kind of about there, but I am top tier, so I am gonna have to help with this SU here. As I say, at some point I'm gonna have to push in, but I would like to have gotten him. It's just this Thunderbolt's not gonna be able to take on the SU 100Y by himself. I have no clue why our Artie is... Oh no, that's not our Artie, that's a Cromwell. Oh, I thought our frickin' FE3 304 was still out there, which you do quite a bit of damage per shot with this gun, you know, when you actually can hit things. Which fortunately that's working. It's just, I don't know why he decided to push in there by himself on SU 100Y, but that probably was not the... You know what? I took a shot unfortunately, but you know, I'm just gonna let him roll right into me. Which I'm gonna have to hope I can get around this SU. Oh crap, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. 0 damage crit there. Oh lord. And there's an Artie. Unfortunately, this thing does not turn very well. Oh, I tracked him, thank God. I'm still not 100% out of the woods right now, but yeah. One thing about this, it does move pretty fast, but only in a straight line. It's not very good having to turn. You bleed a lot of speed, nor does it, you know, turn very well with the traverse rates. Yeah, I need a little bit of help here. This IS-2 is going to be coming up more this way, it looks like, so I'm going to scoot. I'm scooting this way. I'm sorry. You can keep pinging there, T67, and you really need to stop doing that, because obviously I'm not doing that. The other guys should be able to push in and help. It's just, I would very much like to kill their SPG. Like this IS-2, unfortunately, he might get maybe 40 FE. Never mind. There we go. Hoping to get one more. Nope, he set me on fire. I say hoping to get one more shot off, but nope. They should be able to get this though. Hello, GG. But yeah, it's a pretty good match. This is actually the first match that I've had in this. Like literally, if all 3 of them plop on the cap, we'll win. But they're chasing the kill here. I'm going to use this time though to kind of catch up on things, since I'm always kind of behind the first match here. Oops, I wrote GG for the grind. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm still kind of making sure I'm not screwing anything up here, since I didn't have too much time to get things ready. Which, I'll still be streaming tonight, starting at 9 PM. Total War Arena again here. If anyone's interested in seeing that, excuse me. Okie dokie. So I'm just gonna wait for them to end this. If they lose this, I would say, yeah, it's gonna be pretty frustrating if they lose this, because they did not have to go after that IS-2, like, at all. They could have just plopped themselves on cap, and they could have won this by now. I'm actually very interested to see if they win this. I would say, even though it's 3 versus 1, granted, now with every shot he takes, of course, it goes down by a lot. Okay, great. The AT-15, if it used standard ammo, I don't know if he used APCR or not. There, you know, there's an alright chance for the IS-2 to actually bounce some shots, but Fortunately, that did not turn out to be a bad ending. But first match in the T34 100 and Master Badge First Class. Got a Piscucci's medal, high caliber. Yep, most amount of damage, just by a smidge over that IS-2, but not a bad match for, you know, the first one in this tank. Usually first matches, for me, they're either really good or completely terrible. So I'm glad that this one was, you know, on the good part, or the good side. Alright, so I have AMX Foch B coming up here next. Let me get this queued up while I... going. That's no good, Mad Dog. I'd say, you know, sometimes message me on Discord, or you know, I know you're watching the stream, or you know, in the chat. It's a little bit easier for me to, you know, to respond to things. Hello, Cyprian, Gabor, nice to see you, or Gabber. Yeah, and not a bad start though with that tank. A lot of people, you know, I keep hearing, you know, like since I write the which tank line is right for you guide on my website, you know, I know a lot about tanks that otherwise, you know, I haven't played yet. The where, you know, I didn't think that the T34 100 was necessarily bad. It's definitely different for, you know, the rest of the tanks around it, but it, you know, it still has pretty good mobility, just going in a straight line. It's got high alpha, good penetration for a tier 7 medium. It's not like necessarily mind-blowing. The Panther has a little bit more than it. It's got a decent premium round. Accuracy, while a little bit poor, you know, 0.38 for the base isn't exactly that bad once you factor in getting a full crew in it. And the aiming time isn't bad enough to where you can put vents on it to increase your DPM, your accuracy a little bit more. Is it, you know, the best tier 7 tank? No. But it's, you know, it's not bad by any means. I don't really like staying in this spot. I'm gonna just give it a second here. Yeah. They're all pushing this way. They're enemies. Or not their enemies, the enemy team. So I'm gonna try to set up here and take shots down this way. I thought about going south, but usually there's more people in the center and the north, so I'm gonna try to keep myself where there's more people to shoot at. Hello, William and Leith, nice to see you guys. I have no clue why our Lorraine decided to push out like that. Crap. Yeah, I'm not able to pen that guy. The only chance is literally right on the hatches, but he's actually angled very well, he or she. But that's where, oh, you may hate us, Lorraine 40T, but you literally took a tank with 0 armor, tier 8 and a tier 10 match, and you drove out, unless that's not that guy. Probably is, you know, same case where if you die that early in a Lorraine where there's no arty and pretty much just don't push yourself out and overextend, he probably overextended himself in the beginning. Oh lord. The FV-183 is reloading, but I'm hoping that, yep, I won't be able to get hit before fires. Awesome. I've only got 1 shot left, so I'm not gonna push out far here. Yeah. You know, the difference, like I think that there's not too much of a difference between once you get to like tier 7 to 10 plays, you know, somewhat similar, especially once you get, you know, in matches where there's only, once you get tier 8 and it's just tier 8, 9, and 10s in a match. But middle tiers definitely have different tactics to them. Just usually the general rule of thumb is the higher you go, for most situations, the time to kill a tank goes up. So armor plays a little bit more of a role in positioning. Yep, that IS-4 is still set up pretty damn well. This VK, there we go, they caught on. I'm like, I don't think they realized that I'm able to hit them. But, you know, unfortunately here, you know, they're set up pretty damn well to be able to counter us. I'm gonna swap over to APCR. It's not necessarily what I want to do, but thank you very much, Gone with the Sins, for the follow over on Twitch. I'm not able to get out into the field. There might be someone there, that might be what they're pinging, but yeah, I'm not able to do that. I'm gonna hopefully let this bat chat. There's no Artie. And hopefully let. Oops, they went a little bit higher than I thought. Awesome. Crap. I missed that Patriot pushing up. Yep, I'm getting shot on the left now. Kudos to that Patriot. He might, yep, he might actually get him, and he did. It's just, that's frustrating. That guy he pushed at the right time now. Unfortunately at this point, you know, I don't have a ton of HP. I'm getting shot on the left, but if I push up here on the right, I'm gonna get flanked here, to where, yeah. Kind of like a lose-lose situation right now. You know, I have 3 tanks where I'm gonna try to get a shot in the 140, but you know, at this point, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get 28 seconds to reload here. Lorraine's gonna get me, but oh well. Gone with the Sins. I'll try to take a look at, you know, your videos and stuff after the stream. You know, I can't promise anything now. You know, today, especially today, I'm a little bit hectic today, kind of running around scrambling to set things up. Best thing though, you know, if you're getting into streaming, is it's kind of a long burn where don't get into it just, you know, thinking that you're gonna essentially say like hit it big or something. You have to enjoy streaming, you know, talking, even if it's to yourself, if no one's watching, and, you know, talking to others, even though it's kind of like talking to yourself. You know, it's weird at, you know, just starting out, just talking to a screen sometimes, but let's say, is it not live over on Twitch here? But as far as damage goes, top 2, not too bad here. Say if it's not live, then that's strange. Nope, it is working. There we go. I could have gotten more damage, and I lost credits because I was firing quite a bit of APCR, trying to make up for a few mistakes here or there. Hello, Mojo. Nice to see you. Thank you very much, McRae, for the subscription. One thing, Gone with the Sins. If you're not an affiliate on Twitch, look into, it's called Restream.io. I think it's IO and not OI. Look up, it's pretty easy to stream to both Twitch and also YouTube. YouTube, you need, I think it's like 5 or 10 subscribers before you're allowed to live stream, I believe. But it's definitely worthwhile to do both at the same time. Hello, Fix It Man. It's just down the road, you know, if you stick with it, you know, if you accept like the Twitch affiliate, I don't. You're locked into, you can't stream on both. Twitch has, you know, they make you, it's a 24-hour period, you're not allowed to put the same content out. I think it's kind of crap, you know. If you're confident in your product, say, you know, Twitch versus YouTube, you shouldn't have to force people to lock their content behind one or the other. YouTube doesn't do that though. So, like, I'm a partner over here on YouTube. That takes getting to 1,000 subscribers. But there's no, you know, content locks or anything over on here. Cabbage rolls? I've heard about that, William, but not here. Usually, you know, New Year's, Ryan and I don't do too much, but we might do something with Levi, but usually we just celebrate like Christmas and you know, like Christmas Eve and stuff. I think the only thing with cabbage Ryan really likes eating too is ham and cabbage. Hello, nice guy, nice to see you. Did get a little bit lucky, yes, Mojo. Kinda want to go over to the left more here, but I'm not able to get there safely. Hello, refugee. Which for tonight's Total War stream, it's going to be the second time I'm streaming it here. Hopefully by the time I stream tonight, I should have everyone's favorite class of weapons, artillery. So in that game, catapults. Haven't played them yet, but I have definitely gotten crushed by a few rocks by them before. They basically, you know, true catapults to where chuck rocks and they roll across the battlefield. So a little bit different from the last stream. I should be able to play every class, but I haven't had too much time to, you know, play outside of streaming the past few days. But luckily, you know, first day off in months here. Don't have to worry about any restaurant stuff. Hello, Englewood Jack. Nice to see you. My voice louder? Yeah, I can't necessarily do that without it starts, you know, turning up the gain on my mic anymore. It sounds a little grainy, but unfortunately we just got, this is one of those things. I could sit back where the rest of our TDs are, but you're useless back there. Like, with the amount of TDs we have on our team, and even the enemy team, their TDs actually pushed up. Granted, it's easier for their TDs to get up here. We have less viable spots here early on. With this amount of TDs on your team, you kind of have to play a little bit out of your element in a way. But, you know, it's just, I'm going to head over here. It's just, it's definitely going to be iffy on actually playing offensively here. But one thing I could do, I can, you know, you can turn your volume up a little bit louder. I can just turn the game sounds down just a pinch. I just did that a second ago. Hello, Leonard. Nice to see you. So yeah, I don't know what kind of consumables and stuff catapults get. I just know in general though, there's the catapulty kind that chucks rocks, and there's a slightly more mobile, closer range one, you know, that shoots, I think they're called like Scorpios or something. They shoot like giant bolts. That's the problem here. His heat shells can just cut through me. This is gonna hurt if they hit my cupola. And that's exactly where they hit. It always sticks out. You know, if you can hit them, they can hit you about 1 or 2 seconds earlier. But I'm actually gonna get flanked here by the E100. And now, you know, unfortunately I did give him my side, but I was hoping I didn't get back soon enough, but now our TDs are actually moving up, but they're moving up way too late. Like, I hope that they can push here. We do have a good numerical advantage, but this spot kind of covers this area. But oh well, I kind of got myself stuck in a stupid spot there. I just hope that they're able to close in on these guys. But capping would be very nice. Honestly, if I was one of those SPGs, I would have pushed over here by now just to start to cap. But moving along, that was a pretty bad match on my part, but the Tortoise, you know, at times on certain maps it can struggle, especially closer up, and that's kind of how I played it there. So we have an M46 Patton. Feel free, you know, keep requesting tanks, guys. Usually morning streams here, there's a little bit more leeway. I can do more requests per person. Even if you're watching over on Twitch, you can request a tank or two. Which, they haven't announced anything about the update coming out. However, I still think it's coming out. It might be this Thursday instead of Wednesday. They just announced, I think this morning, I don't think it was late last night, they're freezing the Clan Wars map, which they always pretty much do whenever they put an update out. They're freezing it starting tomorrow all the way until the 15th. So the patch is going to be releasing at some point during that time. Not 100% guaranteed, but it's extremely likely. Yeah, I can add the IS-7 to the list here, and the T-3485. Hello, Sarah. I'm not sure, you know, the Russian server should get it today if they stick with their usual Tuesday and Wednesday update, but I didn't have time to pop over to the Russian website and kind of check that. Yeah, I'm still gonna stick up here to begin with, just in case they send like a medium or two here. You know, even though we have 2 guys up here, and most likely we're just gonna run into at most 1 enemy here, especially because we didn't spot anybody. You know, it completely kills your whole game and tactic if you're like, your team's got this, and you roll down here and like a couple people pop up here. You know, it kind of throws a wrench in your plan, which at this point, yeah, they definitely are playing this like you see a lot of matches happen now. Pretty much our side goes in the more open side here. The enemy all piles into the southwest corner, and both sides hope for the best. Awesome, I got a little bit of spotting damage somehow off of that. That poor M48. Which tank would you like? Ooh, that. Yep, I thought that area was spotted, but it's not. I saw the T-49 and the Strev spot it, but yeah, I kind of got a little ahead of myself. Easy 7K? Sure thing. I can do a challenge for that. Double checking that the grill was not poking out enough. And it hit me. I can get flanked here, but with 3 or 4 tanks back there to cover me, I'm hoping, you know, it's gonna inflict more damage on them than it will to me. Unfortunately now, I would actually say that we're in a bad spot now, because we're trying to push here. We're probably gonna lose those 2 guys. Come on. Come get me. We should be able to shoot you. Go. Crap, they're already... I wasn't expecting a... It's really hard to hit tanks like right over a hill with arty, especially this close. But I did pop myself a little too far out there. Okay. That sounds good, Lebobo. Thanks. Just right now, we lost, you know, most of our tanks actually spotting and doing stuff to where I'm really the only one, which unfortunately I saw a couple tanks head that way. I kind of had to keep that in the back of my head. Well, Emil too, not to say that you could have helped, but if there's a tank with a ton of gun depression and impenetrable turret front, and you know, can fight over the hills, you know, firing back, causing damage, Emil too would fit right into that fit right into that role. But no, instead he's sitting back there. Nothing wrong with what he's doing, but you know, calling out people saying they rushed in like idiots, when if I was in Emil too, I'd kind of be up where I was, kind of, oops, I almost flipped myself there. I'd kind of be up trying to help out. You know, I have a problem with that. Trying to help the E4. I'm a little bit late though. Because unfortunately now we lost any numbers advantage, to where since our first little push didn't work, which, you know, the amount of times that the southern team loses from not gaining map control is pretty high, but our team didn't go in for the kill. We had over half the team kind of sitting in the back, which would have worked if the enemy pushed out, but they didn't push out, the enemy, at all. They just sat there and picked off the people actually playing aggressive. Like now I'm left here alone, to where, you know, we're kind of losing. I can't actually run here either. If I run, I'm gonna get hit from their TDs now. Where now we're just, you know, we're getting picked one by one off. I'm gonna keep an eye, hopefully, on the Stref 103, but I can almost guarantee that there's a TD sitting over there waiting to hit me. Yep, T30. And of course I bounced. Yep, this is gonna hurt. Unless, yep, just got just back there and enough to where he hit my turret. But now there's a Strev 103. 183 is looking at me. I hope that he doesn't hit me. I guess 0 damage crit at the T30, so I'm pretty much a goner at this point, because unless the grill and the 183 doesn't hit me. Yep, he's got me. Or don't hit me. It just, yeah, it sucks. We should have won this, but, you know, the people, including myself up there, we probably shouldn't have pushed that much, but at the same time, if you're kind of sitting back and you're waiting for shots and they're not coming, you got to kind of change your plan up. But yeah, 2600 spotting, 800 damage, it's just, you know, Fortunately, I just got outplayed there. Right, so I have a grind up next. We won El Haloof, very nice. For the grind, let me pop into... Oh, let's see. I just played a medium, so why don't I actually do the KB4 here? Well, it depends if that question, Sarah. If I could pick a tank to defend the planet from alien species invading, if they can't actually damage anything, I would probably go with, you know, I don't know. That's hard. You know, it's for like fighting things. I'd probably go with like I'd probably go with an M48A5. Only because it's pretty fast and, you know, pretty mobile. And American tanks have a little bit more comfort going for them than, like, say, like a Russian tank to where you're kind of jammed in there. I wouldn't go with something like a Mouse or a Tog, you know, going for pure size, just because the likelihood of getting stuck somewhere is pretty high. That's something to where, like, take even the T95 TD. The reason they had it to add on those the second set of tracks there was that it would actually sink into the ground without them. Coming from the what we have in the game, the T28. The Iron Tanker. Which hello, crazy dog. We don't have a ton of people over here, but we do have an E100. They have a ton of people on the hill, of course. I like playing this flank. I just have to be aware that I can be shot from that way if I have to back up, since we didn't get the hill. So far, though, we haven't... Fortunately, I hit him. Good, I hit him on the cupola. I swapped over to HE, even though that might not be good here. There we go. I say it might not be good if I have to shoot that defender. So far, though, their Type 5 hasn't popped up. Sure, I'm gonna find him. But we're in a pretty good thing here. Or positioning, I should say. Our hill definitely got clobbered, to where I'm hoping... Crap, I'm not able to shoot over that. I know you guys have an eye on me. Come on, come on. Awesome. Got there. Totally not a little bit too good for a tier 8 defender out. Double checking the hill, but unfortunately the back got me. Come on, E100, you need to get in the fight, buddy. Everyone's kind of pulling their weight except for our... Ah, crap. I completely missed him. I thought he was going to keep going, but... Why is nobody else shooting him? Glad he bounced off of me. He's using AP, but... Well, yeah, their Type 5 is going hill. I am honestly shocked that he's going hill. I hope that their hill is not... Yep, he's going to shoot me, of course. I need to advance here. Levi, of course, has found a toy. Since I have house guests arriving today, I moved one of his toys in here. He blows air into drawers when he thinks there's something in there for him. I'm just gonna try to ignore it, and hopefully he thinks he's crazy. He stops. Well, hi, buddy. I'm sorry I had to lock you in here. Don't feel too bad for you though. You got water and everything. Unfortunately, it would be very nice if we could cap out, but I'm not gonna get too far ahead of ourselves here. Crap. That was a bad shot. I thought that I could have... He's gonna pen me. Ooh. Angled my turret just a little bit there. Yep, this bat's gonna come in. And he's gonna get me. Yeah. Oh well. Unfortunately, you know, we had this whole side open. Could have pushed it harder. We just never did it in time. Like hell, the Type 5 heavy had time to go all the way over to the hill here. He popped up right here when he was first spotted. And time to come all the way back. That's a lot of time. Hey, stop it. Yeah, but honestly, with the E100, it's not completely his fault. He just chose the wrong flank. But he stopped a couple times. That's what kind of killed us, where he had to keep pushing here. Like even as E100, like when there was like the defender there spotted, it didn't have much HP by the time the E100 got to him. Just keep pushing into him, like we need you to get to the fight. But yeah, I do have the M103. It's on the request list over on the right side of the screen. Hello, Rich. Good morning to you too. Yeah, this is a KV4, Dutry. Or Dutert? I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, I know. I'm completely terrible trying to, you know, hide such a large tank against tier 10s. Anyway, Levi has a pick here, so I'm gonna... Why don't I hop into the AMX 30B here? I was about to say, he's annoying me a little bit, Levi, so I'm gonna pick another grind here. Instead of... Sorry, instead of like a fun tank I haven't played in a while. Hello, Yosef. Up after this, I've got a Scorpion G, IS-7, T-3485. We have a PZ... I don't know why I wrote PZ7K. I wanted to write PZ7 challenge there. But I just hope... a little bit hard for me to move around with this, that when somebody or some people get here, that Levi doesn't freak out and might have to take a little breather for a minute. Or else he'll like kind of ram the door. Anyway, I'm gonna head to this side of the map. I don't really like the hill, or not the hill, but the field all too much. Whoopsie daisy. I'm really sorry, dude. I did not mean to do that. And of course I stupidly rammed into him. Hoping though that... Okay, there's their AMX 5120. We have a Streb S1 behind me. Ooh lord, he's got APCR. That does not bode well for me. Yep, he's probably gonna just almost kill me here. Got him out. I didn't want to lose that much HP, but the T-49 got a hit on him. It didn't do as much damage as I first thought. That's nice. Well, hello, people watching me from Korea. I'm not too keen on pushing. Like that T-49 But he's gonna get hit by that dude. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All of our people's kind of pushed over to get that Pershing and the T-32, but they failed to. I might get one extra shot here. Oop, he's gonna try to ram me. Holy crap, I actually bounced that somehow. I have no idea how I did that. He's definitely gonna get me this time. Oh, or not. Holy hell, I have no idea how I survived through that. Outside of, you know, the IS-6 was using standard AP, but he was shooting, I think, yeah, he was shooting right at my mantlet. He might have been auto-aiming there. Holy hell. Well, I guess you used up my luck for like the entire year there. Yeah, Panther 2 popped back to where if he pops back up here, I should get a freebie on him. Should. That does require him and, you know, like the T-49 not to pop up. There we go. Nice little cheap hit there. If you see someone pull behind a corner, you know, you're almost always going to get a free shot on them. Yeah, I think so too, Mojo. Yeah, I try my best, I try my best to cover all time zones. Like, fortunately with, like, Ryan and I's schedules, especially mine in the winter, I can do that. You know, I think it's pretty cool that, you know, I have people watching me from, say, Australia or Korea. Like, I can see on YouTube where people watch me from, like, what countries. And, yeah, it's pretty nice seeing a good mix of everything. I have no idea how I pulled that off, Joe Biden. Or that. I don't think this STG is he's gonna let me go here. But there we go. He was definitely gonna kill me. I pulled off an extra, what, like 95 damage by ramming him. Where I just inched over 4100 here. Hello, Dean. Nice to see you. They should be able to get this Lorraine. I'm just gonna wait a second here because I need to fix this screen over here. Go. Yes. But like even before I start streaming, I looked a lot at like WoT Guru, and I can't. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to reply to some people. I get people from the Chinese server asking. Like I've had people ask me about guides for like, it was years ago when it first came out. Like I forget the name of the map. It's only on the Chinese server. It's something about like the Great Wall or something. Asking me to make a map strategy for that, and I'm like, sorry, like I actually had never played that map. So hello, Indian and Brand, nice to see you. I'll do a Scorpion G up next here. Then I'll pop a raffle off for the first hour. Actually completed the mission. Awesome. I get some large consumables there. Really wish it was just credits, but yeah, Master Badge second class, most amount of damage on my team. T30 beat me out for the match, but hell, our team did a pretty decent job at you know, we didn't lose too many people. Doesn't matter if you know, you have like 100 HP. As long as you're still in the game, you can still shoot things, and Luckily, we had some low HP tanks, including myself, kind of survive a little bit longer than we should have. Which my plan is, I don't stream tomorrow, of course. I'm hoping to get that Klondike map strategy at least like to like a prototype stage to where I can put it out, and doing the which tank line is right for you guide. That's going to take me the longest to revamp all that. That's my plan for tomorrow. Today I was hoping to have a little bit of time, but you know, with basically the in-laws coming here in probably the next hour, that kind of has gone out the window. Honestly, that's the difference where that's probably one of the best examples you could have to where premium ammunition, if you know any one of those, like the AMX 5120, he was shooting APCR, he penned me every time, I believe. The IS-6 didn't, and the FCM I don't think actually aimed at me, but that's a really good example for before premium rounds were such a wide, had such wide usage. Something like the IS-6 where it's balanced around not having a ton of standard pen, you actually saw more things like that to where it was a little bit more dynamic to where while the AMX-30 doesn't have the best armor, you know, its turret armor, they buffed it recently to give it just a little bit more to where you can bounce poorly aimed shots to where, you know, back even like 2 years ago at this point, it's getting longer and longer to where premium ammo wasn't used as much. You know, you had things like that in mediums where you could bounce a shot or two if the enemy didn't know where a weak spot was or was playing poorly. You could face hug people more because they might not be able to punch through your mantlet or couldn't aim at your cupola well enough. It basically opened up more options, you know, for I would say every single tank line or tank type. Yeah, I sat out here a little too long. I'm gonna use my repair because there's a second already. And you know, it's just one of those things to where it has kind of dumbed the game down a little bit for the worse, in my opinion, because you know it was fun having moments like that to where you might get a couple extra bounces, and if you put the time in to kind of know where to shoot and land your shots right, you were definitely rewarded with that more so than just double tapping two, or what a lot of people do, which I always find funny when people are watching, say, like someone live streaming or just their replays. I'm really surprised I was spotted there. He was definitely not shooting at the 252U. Whatchamajig. When they're watching someone and all they do is drag their premium ammo to the #1 slot, and it doesn't look like they're using as much, but you know they're almost firing pure gold. But anyway, ran over. Unfortunately here, I admit it, I am not very good with the Scorpion. I never have really played it all that well. Just something about the tank, I suck at it. To where I'm not surprised I lost almost all my HP here without doing anything. That's why, you know, as far as the Girl 15 TD German line, I'm gonna get to it at some point, but it's not high on my list to start just because I don't necessarily play TDs like this very well. Nor, you know, they work in the game alright, but it's just, it doesn't fit with how I like playing the game a lot of times. But, you know, oh god. Yeah, that's my fault for playing them wrong, but yeah. I'll still try my best to play these and learn them over time for you guys. armed rock, but if he pulls back just a hair, I should be able to hit him. He doesn't have the best coverage there. I had him lined up. I don't know if I bounced him or just missed him, but there's no way from the time that he went unspotted to me firing, he could have gotten out of the way of that shot. He should have been somewhere in that aiming reticle. I'm gonna take a chance here. Good luck, E100. I just helped you. I should have done that earlier, but I was hoping to get their 140 out more. Already could be a problem here for me. Frickin' hit him right on the upper plate. That was partly my fault, but this Conqueror should be able to finish him off. Almog, the PZ7's up there already on the list, so I am going to get to that. So is the IS-7 as well. It's actually next. Excuse me. I have no clue. Like, the Conqueror definitely got hit by Artie, but I have no clue how that went down as bad as it did for us. And I'm actually in a bad spot now because the WZ is going to try to flank. I feel like the AMX M449 isn't going to move at all, and I'm one-shottable by everything. I guess I'm going to try to set up over here behind this bush to hope that the WZ can't see me, but it's going to be a little bit difficult given the size of this tank. He's at. Here he is. Now he's one-shottable, but doesn't mean anything when the Object 140 comes strolling around at me. Or when this guy, I think he can actually reload a hair bit faster than me. Good luck, AMX, though. I'm going to try to help you in case you get flanked, but go. That worked out. Even though, you know, I'm not having a very good match here, I still can help my team out the best I can. Barely getting back there. Just trying to keep my gun in this game. Sorry, Dylan. I only solo on Tuesdays here. I only platoon Thursdays and Fridays when it comes to streams in the current schedule. Reacquaint myself with where that rock is. They have a pretty good advantage on us because we still don't see their Scorpion G, so he's at full HP. Crap, that was such a bad shot. I was slightly on the edge here, and I didn't have the gun depression to aim down any further. Now we're gonna lose our AMX here. Crap. I feel bad because honestly, I don't know what it is about this tank, but I literally stink at playing it. Like I play other tanks that don't have armor and are similar to Scorpion G, but I don't know what it is about this. I am not very good at the tank, and it is a very good, you know, TD. It's just, there's just something about it. Rat, and the Persian got me. Well played. That's what I would have done too, but oh well. Moving along. Moving along here. But if you only have up to tier 4, you know, I can do maybe, you know, like a match or so. It's just with how platooning is now, having to have the same tier, you know, I can play maybe 1 or 2 matches if you only have up to tier 4. Hello, Diaz. Yeah, Russian TDs, I'm getting there. Yeah, eventually. Which hello, Goku. Glad you like the hat. Honestly, when it comes to the Wargaming Center, not to say I don't like it, but in a way, I don't think that they needed to do it, but we got the IS-7 here, 3485, and then the PC-7 challenge, yes. I'm still kind of waking up here, to be honest, too, because I literally went from, I got a little bit of sleep last night, but this past week I've been, like, either up really late or up really early, and I've gotten, like, average, like, 4.5, 5 hours of sleep at most for the past week or so. It's strange, because usually this time of year I'm not, like, working a ton, just finishing up yesterday in the restaurant. But, Ryan and I just have a lot of different things going around. She's honestly stressed out the most. We're still wrapping Christmas presents. Usually we're done by, like, Thanksgiving. So, yeah. I'm just kind of dragging a little bit here because luckily, we're watching someone's dogs while they're away. They're in Disney until tonight. They come back tonight, but luckily they only live like 5 minutes away. But I feel bad running over there, and they have 2 dogs and they're just like begging me to stay. Fortunately, Foch155, you should not be down here. Not a tank line that does well close up. Might actually take 1 hit from him here, but go. Hello, Gekistani, nice to see you. Oh shit, that was bad. I was pushing my luck, and at least I didn't hit him in the back like that person did. Or at least it looked like someone on our team shot him in the back. I'm gonna try not to block my team's shots, but at the same time, I've got a ramming perk. That didn't work. I was trying to ram and track him. This is the same crew as what's in my AV5, so it's pretty much the only tank I have like the ramming perk on. A lot of people say like the 140. Me personally, pick they're almost exactly the same tank. I like the T62A, honestly. It's just a hair bit better, but it's really splitting hairs between what's, the straight up better tank or not. But whenever people ask me about, tank lines, a little bit too much emphasis is just put on the tier 10, to where, yes, that's kind of like the end goal for what Wargaming plans for people to get the tier 10, the final tank in a line. You gotta like all the tanks in front of, that tank, or else you're just gonna be miserable grinding out, and, you're gonna hate eventually finishing the grind because you're like, why did I just play, basically, you don't always start from tier 1, but why did I play all these tanks before this tier 10 just to get this one tank? Unless, you do clan wars, stuff like that, having more tier 10s is definitely useful for those modes, but the Russian medium line isn't a hard line to go up. Unless you're doing the rear turret ones, they're a little bit more difficult for match by match basis sometimes. I'm just gonna sit on the cap because I'm not gonna be able to get down there by the time those people die. So T-3485 is up next here. Levi's a little upset at me. Maybe I could have gotten down there at this point. I'm surprised he's still alive, but oh well. He's a little confused why I have the door closed here. Anyway, T-3485 up, and then we have a PZ7 challenge. So let's get this giveaway going. 700 Levi biscuits for the winner here. Entry badge third class, top 3 damage. Easy peasy. That's why, you know, pushing that flank usually is the better of the two, I find. It's just easier to, you know, kind of punch through rather than getting stuck over in that other corner. Thank you very much. You know, this hat, we actually had to spruce it up a little bit. We had it last, like Christmas and New Year's, and it got beat up a little bit over the past year. Yeah, the M103 is going to be in another, not the next match, but the one after that. Which today in the advent calendar, some of you guys didn't see, it's the Primo Victoria. You know, unfortunately, you know, it doesn't do very well as a crew trainer, just because there's not that many tanks it can train crews for, but it does perform pretty well. It's almost like having a Centurion 7 a tier lower, where it kind of is better than, say, the Centurion 1 in quite a few ways. But anyway, we have encounter here. I was about to say, I'm probably gonna head up here. I usually don't like going up in the mountain area, but I don't think I want to go down to the flag. I definitely don't want to just sit here and kind of brawl. If I run into like a Black Prince, it's kind of bad for me. I can add a Super Conqueror. As far as requesting tanks, the way it works, like if you're watching on Twitch, you can type it in the chat over there, and since, you know, Twitch chat's definitely slower than YouTube, I usually catch it. And on YouTube, you just type ! request, no capitals on anything, press space and type a tank name that I have, and that'll, you know, make it sticky on my screen here. Alright, so they pushed a lot of people down into the center. I can, if I could guess where they went, take a little bit of a... They're here? Why are you still pushing? Even though I guess that tank does have pretty god-awful comfort stats as far as like gun depression, and it's just a funky, ugly looking tank. Fortunately for us, they did not expect anyone from the freaking mountain here. And say that much. Like, they're all just literally sitting down there, right for the picking. Alright, unfortunately both of those guys got knocked pretty hard. We'll be better off if we can let that Black Prince come up, and we'll just take these, or this guy out mainly. Okay, T-150s. Got the VK, the Black Prince, I'll be able to flank him. The T-150 shouldn't be that much of a problem. Crap. I was afraid of that. I thought the Black Prince was gonna see me and kind of freeze. Skoda, he's not gonna come and help me. But at least the Skoda will be able to get their arty. Yep, I gotta definitely pull back here. This is not a fight I can win. Be very nice if one of those guys could help, but he's running the long way. I'm just gonna completely back off here. I have a feeling he's still gonna push this way. Here he is, come on. Let's follow the T-34. Nope, he stopped. He's able to hit those guys. I don't have a very good chance of penning him from the front, so let's play merry-go-round with him. Congrats, GG, on winning the raffle. At this point, we definitely have this match. It's just be very nice if I had, like, you know, one person able to shoot this guy with me. Now he's gonna focus on this VK, so I'll be able to shoot him in the butt again. Almost. But 2,000 damage. Not a bad match there. Hello, Dingo. Nice to see you. And Jabbo. Yeah, I try my best to pick requests out, even if, you know, it doesn't use the command. Just sometimes, especially doing a raffle here, it can get lost in the chat. Completed another Object 260 mission. Got a Master Badge First Class on top of all that, and a high caliber award. Not too bad. Yep. Easily the most amount of damage. 4 kills, a little over 1,000 experience. But, you know, just kind of playing it safe there. Had I played it a little bit more aggressively, even though, you know, our team was clearly winning, you know, I probably would have died. Like, the Black Prince had a pretty good leg up on me as far as being able to kill me and also bounce shots in the process. Do the shop here. But up next here, we have a challenge in the PZ7. So, hey little dog, there's literally nothing in there that you need to know about. It never ceases to amaze me that this dog, like, there's a new toy in the drawer here. He's like sniffing it out. They don't smell like anything. But I've got to get to 6,250 damage, assist and blocked all combined here for the PZ7 challenge. And then up next after this is the M103. Alright, so what I'm going to try, the bet's going to be open for 3 minutes and you can bet up to 1,000 Levi biscuits. Will I win the challenge or not? So you type exclamation point, bet, press space, type 1 or 2, 1 for yes, 2 for no, and then you can bet up to 1,000 Levi biscuits as long as you have them. If you don't have that amount, make sure you only bet what you actually have. Hello, PZ, PZ2A. This is something I haven't done yet, but someone mentioned doing it, and I thought it was a pretty decent idea. You've got to make sure you bet. So I'll type something in the chat here. You got to type !bet. 1 is yes, and 2 is no, and it'll tell you if you know, you have it right or not. Hopefully it lets you do it again, Labobo. I don't know if it times people out. It might though. You're being, yeah, you might have. I'm not sure how it, you know, how it actually works as far as that, but it might lock you out after the first one. But, you know, feel free to try again. It might work. Basically, I'm challenged here. It's a deluxe challenge. It's in the Fuss Spot shop. Check my video description on YouTube for the link there. If bought, essentially there's different levels. So for this one I have to do 2.5 times, because this has a little bit of armor, the HP total of tank and damage, assist, and blocked all combined. If I lose, you get your purchase price back, plus you get your name up on the board over here. I'll kind of show that off after the battle here again. And if I win, you basically get nothing. Which, oh lord, nobody's heading over here. Yeah, there won't be much fighting in the field, but we still need something over here. Even though this is probably gonna hurt my chances, I still have to go over here. But it's only, you know, I only have it set up to where there's only 20-something seconds left. And I'll pick, you know, whether I complete it or not after the battle here. Don't tell me where to go, 113. We literally have enough people in the town. Hoping though we can get some spots, because I would rather push up like the D line if I had to push across here. So the bet closed, so I can assign the winning answer after this. Alright, so 2 TDs are in the town. I can kind of see the little triangles down there. Yep, that's exactly where I'm going. I'm banking on luck here. I should be shot in the front if anything's on this ridge. It's just, will they hit me in the engine deck, or will they actually hit me where I want them to hit me? There's the Sheridan. Point him out. I haven't seen him yet. There's the Shrev 103B. For the person in the beginning saying I was gonna die, with the enemy putting which he's the first person to die here. The 113 was the guy. As long as we don't push hard into town, having 4 tanks over here, and also this 140's coming over, we'll have the upper hand, because my plan, even though this isn't this is a challenge and I'm probably gonna lose it, my plan is to plop my butt on the cap, because if we can get one person on the cap, preferably get their RD out, they have, you know, a really tough road ahead of them to either reset the cap, kill the town in time. You know, it's basically a lot of different variables added in the mix for them, and you know, you're putting pressure on the enemy to where, yes, they still have their full team right now, but it would be very nice if we could kill these SPGs. I was about to say, please don't use APCR, and that's exactly what the frickin' Super Conqueror has here. Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed now. That went south really quickly, just because he's using frickin' APCR here. The only choice I have is to get to this water tower. Yep, and their GW is literally right off to my left. Oh, what are you... Our FV is freaking running away. Yeah, this is not going to probably go well for me now. And unfortunately now our town's starting to collapse. I don't know what... Our FV215B is running away. Like... I don't get it. Like, I'd like to go kill their SPG, but unfortunately, you know, if I get out of this spot, I'm just gonna get killed. Probably gonna get killed sitting in this spot anyway, but like, what is he doing? He's got full HP. Oh well. Well, this definitely went south. We could have won this. Should have won it. But, you know, I easily lost the challenge here. I'm honestly kind of pissed off at the FV215B. Not that it probably would have changed much, but we should have been able to... We should have been able to do anything or do something, which, you know, congrats for whoever voted that I was going to lose that, but... That was frustrating. Could I have went to the town? Yeah. But that's just... Yeah, this person is... I don't even know. They might have timed out. Yeah. I'm a little bit annoyed at that. Oh well. That's just... I should be going for damage, but I kind of went for... You know, I kind of went for a different route there. It looked like it was going to make sense for us, but I got done in by a fucking, excuse my language, Super Conqueror. And, oh well. That's just one of those things. I got to move along. A little bit angry at myself. I could have went to the town and did damage, but who knows if I would have been able to change the outcome there. But not killing the Artie and freaking APCR did me in. It's not your fault, Labobo. Hello, Cucumber. Yes, it's homemade. But even though as far as challenge goes, you know, I don't play differently. Like, win or lose, like, I'm still gonna try to win battles rather than just say, like, sit back and get damage to win a challenge. You know, I don't change the way that I play. But that match was frustrating because we should have had that in. M103 now. Honestly, as far as winning and losing, like that battle, in the grand scheme of things, I don't even care that we lost all that much. It's the way that we lost. We should have at least gave it a much better fight than what we did. Not being able to kill their Artie, we probably should have been able to do that. But it just comes down to, honestly, the Super Conqueror. I hate to rant on about premium ammo, but the Super Conqueror is just, I don't understand how it's balanced the way it is still. Like, yes, it has drawbacks if you're on, like, flat ground facing it, or, like, you flank it, because its sides, rear armor are bad, lower plate, but if you put it in a hold down position like that, you're pretty much stuck throwing HE at it. Like, I should have swapped over to HE, but I wouldn't have killed the Super Conqueror or the M48, to where it literally has no weaknesses except for getting hit by HE or Artie when it's in a hold down position. So that guy, unfortunately for me, you know, he picked pretty much the perfect spot to counter us, but it's still bad balancing to have a tank like that. Whereas, like, compare it to the Kronwagen, to where hold down it's pretty much immune. The Kronwagen has less penetration, less accurate gun, less DPM, and being an autoloader has a pretty long reload in between its clips, to where it actually has some drawbacks. Plus, it's a little bit slower than a Super Conqueror, I believe. It's just something to where I get irked at times when you're up against tanks like that, because, you know, it's not just you're at a disadvantage, you're pretty much helpless. But I did it to myself, putting myself there. Hoping I get at least 1 or 2 guys here, because I should see something shortly. There we go. EVP is over here on the right, unfortunately for me. Anybody? Got 3 people in the forest that could be pushing. Yes, you know, I've said it a few times here in the stream, including, you know, the day it was available. Lorraine 40T, you know, it's compared, like, a lot of people always focus on the Patriot and Defender. It's one of the better tier 8 premiums. You know, I get, you know, after a lot of people not liking the 215V heavy, the Super Conqueror is definitely a welcome sight. You know, it's still, I still think the first version of it on the public test server, so 2 degrees less gun depression was the main change they did to it. If they did that, it would be fine with, like, the gun and everything else with the tank. But with that 10 degrees, which is, you know, more than T110E5 and a lot of other tanks that are kind of like, you know, they can kind of hold down, but not as good as, say, like a Kronwagen. 10 degrees of gun depression allows it to hide its cupola, which is really the only small little weak spot it has outside the lower plate. Plus, it can hide its lower plate on, I'd say, well, like 75% of hills. Whereas 8 degrees would at least open the window for people to actually be able to cause damage if they could hit the weak spots. That's the main, you know, gripe about it, to where I feel like they balanced the tank initially around 8 degrees of gun depression, and all of a sudden at the last minute, you know, they decided, let's give it 10 degrees, you know, it'll be much better. Well, yeah, unfortunately, I guess I might actually die. Yep. That M48, he did me in. I saw the mouse in the FE4202, and, you know, I wasn't getting spotted by them. Once that M48 kind of popped out, I think from behind that building or the bush, yeah, I got lit up there. Oh well. SPG's up next. Honestly, I'm trying not to rant too much today or be too much in a bad mood, but I am a little bit, not about the stream or the game, I'm a little bit ticked off today. So, I'm trying to move along here when I screw up. Okay. SPG. They mines. I can go to a slightly, nah, I'm just gonna stick back here and say I can go to a slightly more risky spot, but I'll stay back in this area. Hello Bert, nice to see you. I'm going as good as like I said there. But it has nothing to do with the stream. But I will be streaming tonight again for Total War Arena. For anyone that hasn't seen that game yet, I feel like a lot of people that like World of Tanks will like it. More so than, say, like World of Warships and other wargaming games. Total War is probably the most World of Tanksy game out there that they have. Yeah, I was hoping to kill him, but that'll work. Yeah, Christmas, you know, it's my favorite holiday mainly because it's literally the only holiday my family gets to spend time together. A yoga session. You can kind of see it like that with Artie. Got in here. Oh, how are they not spotting that T-30? I was about to say, I can take a crack at him. I probably should have, but I'm just worried about being counter-batteried. Which, honestly, I'm gonna have to... A whole nother thing. A couple people in my family want to stay open longer next year, say like for Christmas and New Year's. I'm not on board with that. Like, as a business standpoint, it might make sense, but as a family standpoint, I don't think as a family we should give up literally the one holiday that we're not, you know, at a restaurant doing, you know, meals for everyone else. So that's gonna be an awesome yep, I just got already there. That's gonna be an awesome battle, but I don't think they're gonna like my side of things, because even though, you know, I work a ton and for holidays, like at least with Ryan and I, we don't always get a lot of holidays together. It's not necessarily by choice, you know, me not liking to do holiday stuff. Dang, I could hit him. I should go for that shot. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit. Unfortunately, I don't have the VK4502A, Yosef. Fortunately, at least one of their SPGs is kind of counter, but I'm definitely playing with that in mind. They are rebalancing mines a little bit with the HD changes, but can't come soon enough. Try to hit him, but I don't know how well it's gonna work here. But unfortunately, we're on the southern side here, and the best tactic, honestly, from the southern side, like if you don't get the town, you can kind of win that. It's honestly just the camp. Like, that's it. I hate saying it, but you know, whether I'm playing from the north fighting the south or fighting from the south in a standard tank, not a SPG, your best bet to win is typically to let the enemy try to weed you out from this area, and you have a couple TDs sitting further back. Like, if you know, if you have tanks set up kind of in these areas, the enemy has a hard time pushing here, you know, because they get shot from a couple different ways. But the north definitely has a pretty big advantage on this map. But I'm making the best out of this match that I can in the SPG. Oh, I think I can hit him just with the way the building is, but This T10 is probably gonna spot me now. Nice try. Now I'm dead. Which, thank you very much, Danny Tika, for the subscription. Sorry that I missed that about 15 minutes ago. Let me give Levi a treat here. Yeah, I know. He heard the bag. He was ready to go there. Well, with every map getting switched to HD, a lot of them are going to feel like new maps. Like, they just released videos for like a couple days ago. You can find them over dailybounce.net or read a statusreport.live. Fisherman's Bay, specifically Fjords, has changed. They are going to feel new. But as far as new maps go, they can't put new maps in. You know, they're doing Klondike just because it's 30v30. It doesn't make sense for them to keep putting new maps in right now. Like, I will agree with 4Gaming with that, because they're basically redesigning every map in the game to this new graphical render. And, you know, it's a pretty big undertaking to where if they keep adding in... I just noticed that there's a typo there. That's actually a little bit annoying. I don't know, how did I do 104 point... Okay, that's seconds. Okay, I was like, how did I do damage with, you know, if they keep adding in maps with the old render, they're gonna have to spend, you know, that much more time having to update them. So we are gonna see the new graphical render come out sooner than later. Like, it's within, you know, after the patch coming out this week, most likely. It's in the next patch, or two, I would say, at the very longest. So that's anywhere from like 2 to 4 months. But they haven't rolled out bringing back old maps. Specifically, they said Asian themed ones, mainly for the Chinese server and Southeast Asia. You know, those areas are growing for World of Tanks more so than, say, the NA server. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see like Hidden Village come back. Pearl River specifically would be nice. Dragon's Ridge, well, I kind of liked it because it was quirky and different. It wasn't the best balance map by far. I don't think we'll see Dragon Ridge come back just because of that. They'd have to make a whole new map. Well, yes, I agree with the whole encounter on mines. I like it, but in a heavy, no. I will agree with that. Okie dokie. Unfortunately, being bottom tier here in this slow chill here. I might end up going up here, but I don't know. But, you know, they still have to redo all the maps before they actually get to bringing back old maps or new maps, so... Yeah, it's one of those things where... I don't mind the Tiger P going over that way, it's just... I might regret going this side. Like, down here. Initially I was gonna head here, but... we don't have anyone up here, and I think the T-29 is gonna head more into the little village down here. We lose this corner, that could be bad for us. But, you know, World of Tanks, they put out updates on a pretty consistent basis, but unfortunately you do have to kind of wait for bigger things like this. But while it's not confirmed, Polish tanks should be coming out in the first quarter of next year. Even though they haven't really commented on them much, say like showing off specific tanks or like anything about them really. There is the Poodle tank in the game currently as a premium. They are, to my understanding, being tested already. It's kind of like under lock and key, kind of like how Swedish tanks, they were, in the grand scheme of things, kind of you know, they were released pretty fast from when they were first introduced, like kind of teased to when they hit the live server. It's going to be something similar to that, to where hopefully, nope, our arties are my only hope here. I can't get another great shot off. Oh shit, he just got ammo wrecked. Oh my god, I'm screwed. I guess didn't track him either, so I've actually got to run here because this OI is going to mess me up. I just got ammo rack too. Luckily I didn't explode, but holy hell. Yeah, I'm dead here. T29. Oh. Let's say I can almost guarantee he can hit me, but luckily he didn't pull. This already is going to get me. It's going to reload in about 2 seconds. Miss, thank God. Trying to bait the T29 out as much as I can, but I guessed right there. I'm kind of keeping track on how long it takes the arty to reload. I'm doing all right here. They're trying to get me. I would be trying to get me too, 5 HP. But luckily this T-3485M, he's gonna get the T-29. Thank you guys. Not really much damage here or anything else, but I helped. Yeah, we are getting a free tank this year at the very least, so for most people a free garage slot. Dylan, like, you're kind of spamming in a way. No one really cares about War Thunder, so stop plugging it in the chat. You know, you already said the physics suck, and now you're saying War Thunder planes. Like, nobody is talking about War Thunder here. Not to sound rude, but and honestly, it's, you know, I tried honestly trying War Thunder about like 2 or 3 months ago again. I'm never probably gonna touch that game again. The free tank it's a low tier. I think it's like T29. I think it's not, you know, the T29 heavy. I think that's the name of it. I did keep their arty busy, yes. Hope for the best here. We should have this, but stranger things have happened. We're pretty much all one shot here, to where this could definitely turn quickly here. Like, if someone breathes on me, I'm dead. Kind of confused where their SU-100Y went. Yeah. I don't know where he went, to be honest. He might be behind me, of all places. Oop, he's over there. Okay. Don't pull in front of him. I'm still gonna set up here, even though he's pointing this way. He's getting shot now. And because in the worst case scenario, he can kill me, but he's not gonna kill the guys behind him. As far as the free tank, ooh, I'm trying to find it really quick here, just so I can get the name right. It was released a few days ago, the official. Oh well, I can't find it really quick. You're gonna get some free low tier tank. As far as links, unfortunately, unless you're a moderator, you can't post links. That's just something to where I wish there was more options to be able to allow links, but the amount of people that spam, that would definitely not be too great. Like the random spams, the people coming by like, come watch my webcam show, stuff like that. Yeah, that's why I have links disabled. But basically they will get they'll get flagged automatically. That's one of those things, like certain like curse words and stuff. I don't care that people type them in chat, but I have a lot of things set up here to make it easier as far as catching like spammers or people trying to troll. Hello, Gus and Dana. Starting to get a little itchy here. But that's one thing where I don't know if you're over, you know, on the Discord server for the stream here. I can post a link in chat, but there's one always on the side of WoTguru.com on the left side. If you scroll down a little bit, you know, feel free to post any links there. It's just when it comes to live stream chat, you know, I'm sure you guys have watched plenty of other people where it can get hairy very quickly. So try our best here to keep it to the point and on topic. Not that I think, you know, your link would be off of like World of Tanks topic. Anyway, KB2, up after this is the Super Conqueror, Prima Victoria, Panther M10, the FE 183. Which anyone looking to finish the grind, you probably have until tomorrow. If not, maybe one extra day to get it. So better hurry it up if you're still grinding out for that. I thought about adding, like I could technically add Twitch's chat and even Discord up on the stream here all in one, like one little chat window. And the only reason I don't have that going is it does make it, I honestly don't like how it looks if I'd have to use a third-party program, where right now I just capture YouTube's chat directly. It honestly makes things like super chats and YouTube chat and stuff, it makes it pretty hard to read without me like creating a box around the chat and like a little bit of a background that's slightly transparent. But I have thought about adding like Discord's chat, because I might be able to get it to work and make it look right with that. Come on. This is not one of those matches where the KB2 just pops off shots right down the center, I guess. I did, you know, you're remembering correctly, Randall. It was kind of a mess. Plus, it didn't always work right. There was a lot more lag on it. Like, currently, you know, there's stuttering here. The delay between, you know, me and you guys when it comes to, like, either on Twitch or YouTube. I'm like, durr. I couldn't say delay. And unfortunately, I guess got RD'd. But adding in like a third-party chat program and pulling from multiple spots, it adds another at least like 10 seconds to the mix. So it's weird at times. It even, you know, But oh well, I screwed up there. I was just kind of rocking back and forth. I could have definitely kept myself alive there. Yeah. And not get hit by that IS. So we have the SPIC here. Alright, so Super Conqueror is up next here. I'm probably going to throw in a grind after the Super Conqueror here too. See you, Bert. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a nice day. Feeling tier 10 only battle coming up here. Oh yeah, the AFK. We should still win that, but I could have definitely kept myself alive there longer. I was too busy struggling speaking. I still honestly I credit working in a kitchen to me being able to multitask as much as I can here. Like, it's not like my chat is the fastest chat out there. Like some streamers have, say, like 1,000 people watching them and it just blows by. I wouldn't be able to catch up with that. But you know, having to, because technically, like, even though I'm the sous chef, you hear the word thrown out there sometimes if you're watching like cooking shows, a short order cook. So that just means, yeah, more or less, it doesn't take a very long time to cook something. You know, breakfast stuff is pretty fast, and even lunch, you know, it's a little bit faster than slow for our restaurant because we like to get food out quick for lunch. You know, you have like, if say there's like a 4-top for a table, the way the ticket comes in, you have like 1 to 2 seconds, like literally, to take a screenshot, essentially, mental picture of that ticket, add it to like the other 5-10 tickets you have in your head, and just get back to cooking and, you know, add it into the queue, essentially. So it's very similar to the way I have the stream set up here, if you kind of think about it, to where, you know, because when it comes to the kitchen, like, you know, I design the menu, I do all the setups, how everything's set up in the kitchen, the way that makes most sense, to where, ooh, I got 2 183s in front of me, which not too great in this tank. This is where kind of be a disadvantage. I think, yep, that guy had fired first. Oh, I could shoot through there. I was banking on him not having a hash. What would you do for a Klondike map? That's a good one. Hello, Poser. Nice to see you. Alright, I'm gonna slot in here. Kind of secretly hoping they try to push F1. Yeah, oh lord, I am angled all sorts of wrong there. I did not want to get hit there, and he hit me probably in a really small sliver of lower plate. Alright, now they're starting to push up, so I will switch this a little bit. Unfortunately, our field is faltering. Looking back, I probably should have went that way. Crap. That was a second too late. He's set up now. It doesn't make sense for me to push. I need to do something differently. I just have a very strong feeling that that guy was, yep, he's gonna do just that. And he had AP of all things. See, this is where, even as Super Conqueror, it's just unbalanced a little bit. It's not overpowered in every single instance, but in this case, I screwed up again. I'll admit it. I got it into a... This is a pretty bad spot tactically. And especially that's probably going to get me killed now. This IS-7, I don't think he even realizes that he's pulling right into in. But as a team, I should have went over to the other side, even though I hate playing on that side. Leave him with 70 HP and hope for the best, but... think that they're gonna push. Yes. Dang. Go. We're not completely out of this. I would say we're, well on our way to losing, but crap. I was hoping to get that M48, but he was smart and stopped. He was smart. I don't get why he pushed back up there. He knew I was there and capable of hitting him. WZ is probably gonna get me though. Nope. Awesome. I might be able to get him. Ah, crap. I don't have a repair kit or a med kit anymore. I'm done. Likelihood of him having AP too was pretty low, especially with him camping further back. Hesh would probably be the better round for him. But eked out a little bit more damage than I thought I was going to get, but I still could have helped my team out a lot better. Start a raffle. 1,000 Levi biscuits for the winner here. Hello, Patrick. Nice to see you. I'm glad you joined the chat here. There you go. Yes, Rich, you are correct. I thought it was the T-29. With the dash in there. Okay, so tier 3. That is the correct tank. Yes. I could have done a lot better there, but I was just a little bit too stubborn and went to my usual flank where, looking back, I should have went to a different one. Just enough time to get into a... Screw it. I'll try to get in another battle here. Hop back into the T-34-100. Well, the upper glacis is honestly extremely strong. You can't pen it if you are a little bit hull down. Well, yeah, hindsight. But yeah, it's just one of those things that I should have played that differently. I could have even, honestly, repositioned earlier in the match and still made up for going to the wrong spot in the very beginning, but yeah. I got a little over an hour left here. Might have time for some more requests here. I'm gonna try to mix in some grinds, of course, too, a little bit better than I did earlier here. Yeah, this is my second battle now in this tank, so I still need to get a feel for it. I don't know. Okay, there's not many people heading north. I might just try to get a quick little early shot here, but I'm probably going to end up going more towards the south and center. A fruitcake from space. I'm definitely not pushing here. I'm just trying to eke out a little bit of cheap damage, and of course I 0 damage critical hit him. But I can't get too mad there, because it's not like some people scream like, oh, hacks or whatever. That just, it was me hitting him in the track, not essentially a track wheel, and also hitting him too low to cause any whole armor damage. Unfortunately for our RU here, he's going to get outdone. This VK has a crap load of DPM for a tier 7 medium. Got a decent amount of HP. Oh, I don't know if he's going to make it though, but south now, because don't think I can hit their arty. I'll throw a shot down there. Almost all the reward tanks are just, you know, they're all bad more or less. At least the recent ones. Wargaming kind of knows that they're like a free garage slot. That guy saved my shot, but might regret popping out here one more time. Dude, T20, you need to do something else, because the second time he's almost prevented me from getting back. And he hasn't even been sitting out to take shots at tanks, he's been hiding behind me. T44 is coming up. I don't know why our PZ58 decided to push. That was honestly a very bad move. I'm not going out there. It does not, literally does not make any sense for me to push out there. Could be a little bit safer going down this way. I'm not completely safe from, say, the ISU 152, which crap. I just, oh, I should have been able to pin that, but I must have hit him around the mantlet. Awesome, they got the T43 out, so that changes a little bit. Congrats, Dana, on winning the raffle. Alright, T20, I'm putting a little bit of faith in you. Even though definitely need a little bit more going for us here. Yeah, we're not gonna like this outcome. Might be able to get the T49 out, but thank you, T25 Pilot. That actually helps out a ton. I saw him coming. There we go. Now we just have the IS. But playing this tank, you gotta keep in mind it. While it is fast, you know, from my first match, it's fast in a straight line. But you don't have much armor going for you, but you do have a pretty damn hard-hitting gun for a tier 7 medium. Where if you leverage that, you can put yourself in a pretty good spot to cause some damage. You went a little bit too went a little bit too quick there, and yeah, I completely forgot about him. But I knew there was a reason I was not pushing that way to get a shot on the T32. But this guy still did a good job. He just killed the IS, which the IS should have been able to kill him. He's most likely not going to survive this, but We should get a win here, and that pilot had a lot to do with that. Did 2200 damage, so not a bad one, considering on Paris being a bottom tier here. Hey, you're watching your stream, my stream in class? That's pretty neat. Oh, hello class. Nice to see another teacher. You know, Ryan teaches. She does high school though. Thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch. Jokey1 or Joke1. Alright, so let me add a object 140 onto the request list here. Hello TJD. And hello Dark Tornado. I might just wait till the end because he's dead. Dylan, I warned you once. Thank you very much, TJD, on engagement. Congrats. I warned you once, Dylan, about no one's honestly talking about War Thunder here, and you keep bringing it up pretty much every single message that you type. I don't mind people talking about other games, but you are kind of purposely trying to steer people to talk to that, which, you know, I don't care people bringing it up, you know, every now and then, but, you know, it's been going on for over an hour here. Welcome back, Gone with the Sins. I'm actually, yeah, kind of surprised, but it is kind of nice, Patrick, hearing that you can use the streaming as an example for something. Alright, so Primo here. Looking at as far as the map goes, yeah, we have a T-54 lightweight on the other side I gotta worry about, but the Patriot's gonna be another challenge. Honestly, I'm more concerned about running into a Patriot up here, given the turret and the gun depression, than I am the T-54 lightweight. Super Pershing and an IS-6 behind me. Our Artie's going to be focusing on the south, given where he positioned himself. He's got a premium round, of course. Granted, he probably hit me in the lower plate that was sticking out, but not a good sign that he's already using a APCR round. The turret armor is decent on this, but it's still able to get penned by certain things. Yes, I am. Yeah, it's always nice. Yeah, it's nice to hear. Yeah, it's surprising coming from, you know, someone that had social anxiety. I still have it here or there, but not as much as before. You know, pretty bad for most of my life here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to push very effectively here. I don't know how I hit him, but got premium 2. Ooh, Lord, they have a lot of tanks up here. Still has a repair kit, but at least I stopped him pushing as hard. Object 704 is coming over, but it might be too late. I have a little bit more HP. Yep, just lost him. Yeah, I'm done for. I'm gonna be able to get hit from the back now. Oh god, my gun gets pointed up a wee bit there. Yep, that hurt. Guess my only chance is need to get away from this T-34B. Okay. Should be safe from getting flanked here. It's just this spot isn't entirely immune to getting shot from the front now. Go. Oh, yeah, I hear Ryan talking about teaching, and you do have to use a little bit of everything nowadays with technology and other aspects to teach, compared to, you know, even when I was in school, which it's almost 10 years. My class is starting to talk about a 10-year reunion coming up next year. Really surprised already hit me there, but to do here. I'm glad they like the shout out. Just trying to be careful here, because literally one HE shell can do me in, or even one AP shell at that. Like he just missed. Oh, you do have more turret armor on this. Again, it's not entirely immune to shots. But usually it's the other aspect of people watching, you know, people saying they watch me in school on their streams usually is a bad thing, but I think this is the first time it's a good thing here. Okie dokie. I'm probably gonna screw this up. Let's see. Like to help you. That T-34. Surprised that Udez got through. Uh-oh, he's coming around for me. Might actually get me here. Stay in that spot and not get hit. Awesome. Hello, Russian dude. Nice to see you. I could imagine. Like, hell, I'm surprised, like, because Ryan subbed at my high school up until this year. We weren't even allowed to have cell phones. Like, when I was finishing up high school, it was just the release of the iPhone, the first one. We weren't even allowed to have cell phones out. The rule was they could be in our lockers. If you had them in your pocket, if any teacher heard them, especially during a class, you know, it got taken away till the end of the day and you got a detention. But, you know, cell phones were to be kept in lockers and or, you know, off and out of sight at all times. That way you know, you could not be distracted. Nowadays, you know, my same school, they have student Wi-Fi, you know, separate from teaching and classroom ones, to where they're allowed on their phones at all times, and they're actually encouraged to use their phones during class for like calculators and keeping notes and stuff. I just got already there. Not expecting that. Hopefully our team doesn't blow this. Their arty's actually, I think, right about here. I did 2,000 damage though, 1,300 at this point, assist. Not too bad. I could have done a little bit better, but yeah, I think she had a lot of trouble with stopping kids on their phones from just playing games, and she wasn't allowed to actually do anything about it. So even that change, that's like a just specifically my school, unfortunately. Yeah, you got some problems with that going on. Hello BMAVs, nice to see you. I am, and hello Casper and JT as well. I plan on seeing it hopefully next weekend, but Ryan and I we're pretty booked full here for the next couple weeks with Christmas. So I'm hoping I can see it next weekend. I could imagine, Lil Bobo. But that IS-6 on our team, yes, he did an excellent job there. If he didn't kind of stop them, like tank the damage there, we would have lost our flank. I have a Panther M10 coming up next here. Hello Harry Evans, nice to see you. Mastery first badge in this match. Did all right amount of damage, but even though this IS-6 didn't do a lot of damage, he actually didn't tank much damage either. He did a pretty damn good job. So, alright, Panther M10, let me get that queued up before I hop into the next battle here. So many tanks. Up to 280 now. Way too many tanks. Gonna have a nice little raffle pot at the end, which I showed it off in the beginning, but sponsor board, it's a little bit hard to see with how I have my lighting right now, but I added more names up. If I forgot anyone, you know, I tried my best going through all my old Streamlabs tips and stuff. Tried to add up everyone that did tip throughout the years here. Actually behind my overlay. But challenge victors, I'm still working on fixing that. I need to make them a little bit more visible. Alright, so Panther M10, you know, trying to disguise itself as an American tank here. I actually think it's cool. You know, there's a few tanks in the game that you could, like you can put American camo on this, even though it's a German tank. I kind of like that Wargaming does that. Decisions. Should I go to the hill? That's what's kind of calling to me, but do I think anyone's going to spot the center? P-29's going there. That's all I need. See you, Patrick, and all you other fourth graders there. Have fun in gym. That was always my favorite thing to do in elementary school. Have a nice day. We have a decent spread here. I got a pretty bad spawn spot for getting up here early, but hopefully that doesn't come into play. Which, you know, just a reminder that tonight, you know, I'll be streaming starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Total War Arena. If anyone's interested in seeing that. If you didn't catch the last stream, I think, you know, it might look weird watching it at times, especially because I'm not exactly the most knowledgeable player when it comes to that game. But it is published by Wargaming, it shares a lot of aspects of World of Tanks. I would say it has kind of the same hook. If you like the tactical element of World of Tanks, it can hook you in very quickly, that game. It's still in closed beta. You can apply to get a beta key, or honestly anyone that doesn't have a key to get into the game. If you use Reddit, go into the Total War Arena Reddit, and if you ask for a key, someone did it earlier today. People do have extra keys they could give you to get in right away. Gone with the Sins over on Twitch. You can kind of see the chat underneath my team on the left side on the overlay here. That's YouTube gaming chat. I stream across both to where my primary, you know, I have my chat bot and everything over on YouTube to where that's where you see everyone else chatting with. I don't necessarily want to push here. They don't really have much in the center. This is where I'm at a disadvantage now with the T-29 up here. I'm gonna, unfortunately, I don't like using APCR unless I have to, but the Panther M10 and even the what is it, like the Poodle, and there's one other, basically you do lack a little bit of standard pen, but compared to say like the stock or not stock but the regular Panther and the Tech Tree, kind of the way it's balanced is you have the stock guns pen. They're still pretty darn good premium tanks. God, I'm getting hit by that M4. He should take a little bit of time to reload. Luckily they're committing now. That's awesome. I might take some damage here, but I need to start not worrying about tracking him, but they're pretty much done at this point. You never want to do that. Like if they wanted to reset, they should have stayed up on the hill, honestly, or put someone in the 7-8 line. I can focus on this M4. I'm just gonna push out here now, just because we have 8 seconds left to cap. But our team did a pretty good job at playing this here. And yeah, the enemy, they took a little bit too long to realize that we're capping. Alright, so request SU-100, whoops, SU-100Y Indian Panzer. I can do both of them, yes. I'll say probably after those I might not be able to take any more requests here, given that I have under an hour left. Top 2 damage, pretty easy peasy. We only lost two tanks there on our team. Alright, so I have an FE-183 up next. I can feel my body. It's like, you need to eat. I didn't have time to eat breakfast. All I've had is water and coffee so far. Hello, Rich B. Nice to see you. But I think I just heard someone arrive outside, so hopefully you, Levi, he's currently, I can show you this, it's like the cutest thing ever. He's snuggling with his his newest toy, his little green pig that Andrew tipped him a couple streams ago, or maybe it was last stream. Yeah, I think I got that back good enough. Hoping he doesn't wake up here, because I might have to pop out real fast. Not exactly my favorite map in this, but hopefully I can make it work. See you, Leonard. Thank you very much for watching. Just, yeah, this isn't my favorite map. It's not poorly balanced. It's just I don't really like the northern half. Essentially, it's a little bit less than half, but I don't like this area to where I feel like it punishes you a lot of times and too many tanks to actually fight up there. Most of the time, the only reason you would see me up there is if I'm in, say, like a medium tank, like M48 or something. Other than that, though, I won't go up there really in a heavy or a TD. There's too many downsides, which I don't know how that guy drowned. He literally just drove. I don't know if he fell by accident, but that's like unacceptable for him to do that. Fortunately, it's a tier 10 only match, so it's not like this was a tier 10 match with just like some tier 8s and 9s, so we can still probably make up for that. It's just, that's a little bit frustrating. I'm probably gonna get sucked into this and regret this, but he's like, crap. I actually hit both of them. Holy crap. I am surprised that I splashed both of them. I'm actually gonna swap over to an AP shell. I would move a little bit differently because I can get hit by the 140, but I don't want to open myself up too much in the flank behind me. Favorite tank? The T110E3. Yeah, this Centaurian's probably going to catch me. Yeah, it's not exactly the best snapshotting tank here. A bad low tier gift tank? I will try to, JT. I haven't noticed how many people win flipcoin or not today, but yeah, I guess it's a little bit less than 48% maybe today. Not from me changing it, but it might be one of those mornings. The South needs my help now. I can see that Centaurian Action X, if he goes there, that will be awesome. I'm going to try to get there, but I really hope I don't get hit from the back. Yeah. I don't have the best shot on the E3. It's just I see the shot here. It's just actually getting it is, yeah, I'm a little bit too late. Fortunately now I'm spotted. There we go. One nice hit on the E3. Now I gotta worry about this JPZ. Oh, the Action X is gonna get hit. Always important to keep an eye on the mini-map. Don't think I'm gonna be able to pen him, but should be able to get back just in time. I guess Levi's in a grumpy mood when it comes to flipcoin. But even if I wanted to change anything, I can't change the outcome of the flipcoin percentages, so. Oh god, he's... Unfortunately, I don't have enough oomph behind that shot to take him out, but this is gonna hurt. Yeah, that didn't work out either way there. Alright. Really? 1 HP? I have no choice but to push here. Yep. Fall. Or not. That worked. Fortunately, that worked. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna have to take a break here in a second. Levi, he wants to come out, which I'm gonna die. Oh well. 4,600 damage. Excuse me here for a second, guys. You can let him out. Thanks. Alright, so 4,600 damage, but unfortunately we're probably gonna lose this. Anyway, let's get going. I don't want to sit. It's going to take like 2 or 3 minutes for that battle to end. Chef speak is shrimp singular or plural? Both, as far as I'm concerned. We don't say shrimps, so SP1C is up next here. Going. About a half hour, so I can probably get all these tanks in here. Can't believe that E3 got to 1 HP though. That was that was a little bit lucky for him. I was still trying my best there. Like, honestly, I don't know how well anyone else in my team performed, but from the feel of it, I think I got the most amount of damage on my team. It's just, we had pretty good, you know, options available to us to win the town or win the center. The north, it didn't look too well for either team, but it just didn't look like we capitalized on anything. We just slowly died tank by tank and never pushed anywhere, or, you know. Alright, so we got Feards here. You know, with the new version of them changing this, they actually didn't change this area as much as I thought they did. They did change the elevation a little bit, so it's a little bit lower, so it'll be easier to climb up this a little bit more, but they opened this just a hair. It's still going to be a chokehold, but the center area here is much more open and conducive to fight, specifically from this side, to where it is going to be a little bit more balanced if you're on this team. Unfortunately, we have way too many people heading north. Yeah, that's going to be a problem here. And they have a scout that has... Yep, I might actually die here very early. They have a scout that has more V range and or camouflage than I do. I don't have this completely maxed out. If you look at the max V range there, it's not like most lights that are maxed out, plus you have a little bit of extra to help with negating some camouflage on tanks. Joking. I'm just gonna stick with this guy. I have not too many high hopes right now on the center, but it's not lost yet. Luckily we have 3 of us here, or including myself, I guess. But okay. Oh, hi dog. Hey. He's probably going to play the in and out game now. Hopefully he decides to lay down here. Ooh, no. Shell flies so freaking slow on these German freaking light tanks. Probably my biggest gripe about them. Not about, you know, that miss was on me with the bat chat, but it feels weird shooting these guns. It's almost like you're shooting a howitzer gun. Alright, I don't need heat anymore. That was mainly for the type. Pretty much every shot you take here, you gotta factor in that really slow shell time. Even at like closer ranges like this, it's awkward. Really need help here. Our other flank's still pushing like far south. At least this Tiger 1, he's doing a bang up job at not running away right now and kind of keeping me alive. Crap, that was a big miss. Oh, no. I can help you. Here we go. He's dead. I'm next up. Yep, yeah, Panther got me. I was afraid to go high and pop over that little ridge. I would have died, but yeah, he still got me there. Unfortunately, I don't even... Unfortunately, two of our heaviest tanks didn't do anything all match. But that happens. It's not necessarily their fault, but it would have been nice if they had come back. But we also lost pretty much our entire team. They went north and they all died. I don't know how. But as far as my match goes, I did 1100 damage. That's, you know, the best I probably could have hoped for there. Alright, so Object 140 is up next for a request. Go. Up after this is the SU-100Y, Indian Panzer, and a low tier gift tank. Which tonight for Total War Arena, yeah, as far as like requesting certain units and stuff, I'm probably, hopefully I have time to set up before. I think I am. I'm probably going to stick a little bit more with non-premium units, but we'll see. I'm going to see what I can get set up beforehand. Last stream, you know, I was kind of trying to get into some higher tier matches, since as far as standard units in the tech tree, works the same as World of Tanks, tier 1 to 10. I was at tier 2. Right now I think I'm at about tier 3, I believe, as far as maxed out units. Right, so I'm gonna head out on this way a little bit. Hopefully my team supports us. Thank you, Dana. Oh, I guess I almost lost my hat. I need to move very slowly. I told Ryan she needs to make me another one, but I think we're just gonna fix this one up. Trying to spot right now. I'm not looking for really any damage at all. Yeah, just those three so far. T62A over here. He wasted that shot. I should be good to commit now, especially with that T54 on my team coming up. That's how you do that flank. You can push it, even though we are outnumbered right now. And our Tortoise is, it's good that he's pushing up here too. Nope. And unfortunately, now that we ran into a Conqueror, we're back to square one, where getting hit by Artie and that Conqueror, I'm in a really bad spot now. I can't actually pin that Conqueror. I would say with heat, very, very small chance, but not high enough to make it worthwhile trying to engage that Conqueror. Whereas I have to hope for the best now, that we can do a lot of damage. I can just stay alive as long as possible. Because if I try to run away here, I almost guarantee that I'll die. Like this T-54 might be able to get out. Nah, he's not. I'm gonna ditch. Ooh, thank God that Tortoise didn't hit me. There we go. Unfortunately for him, he died, but his death should let me get out of here. There we go. And back to this area. Christmas stocking hat? Maybe. I don't play Hearthstone, no. I looked into that game when it first came out, but That's way too much grinding, and honestly, or money for me to play that type of game. My team's doing a good job though at supporting, so hopefully they can soften up that Conqueror a little bit more. I'm gonna retire undefeated. I wish I was 6-0 in Total War. I have a feeling this T-49's gonna... He's got the derp gun too. He's gonna try to pop over on me. Specifically right here. Thank you, Artie. I'm just gonna get a little bit closer to him. Gotta be careful not to get hit from too many different ways, but yeah. Got that T-54 lightweight out, so I should. There we go. Awesome. Played that a little bit too risky, T-49, but that's why I don't think the derp gun's the better gun. It has you take way too many risks, and you have to kind of play it dangerously a lot of times. And kind of leverage that gun's advantages. So far so good. 2600 damage, 1300 block, 4100 assist. We're only up by 2, so I'm gonna still kind of play this safe. I might grand scheme with... Okay, Conqueror's there. I'm gonna push over here, but I don't necessarily want to advance on this Conqueror. Like, our arty can hit him, especially the Conqueror. SPG. Mainly trying to spot here. Got the Tortoise lit. Here he comes. I haven't been seen yet, which is very nice. Try to light this Tortoise up though. Okay, our Tortoise. This Conqueror, he still has us here. Like, all of us, we don't have that much HP. We really need, there we go. We need our SPG to shave off a little bit on him. He's loaded, so I'll try to spot this, but this might get me killed. I'm spotted by the Tortoise now. I'm gonna have to try to pop over. Oh, the Tortoise got me. I was banking on him still facing the other way, but no. I didn't even have to go over there because the Conqueror ended up missing. That sucks, because if our team does... Okay, our Type 4 and IS-7 should get this. If our team doesn't kill these two guys quickly, we're gonna lose. I'll say that now. But I made that one mistake there at the end. Granted, I was almost certain that that Conqueror is gonna hit me there. Oh Lord, this is... yeah, I don't even know if I want to watch this. I'll revisit this to see how this ended, but I hope that we win this. Anyway, SU-100Y. This way I can definitely get these 3 done if I don't watch the end of that. We lost Fjords, unfortunately. That's not too much of a surprise. You know, we had a small chance with us just having that VK 101p left, but yeah. The enemy team did a pretty good job. Let me hop into the SU here. Well, yeah, World of Tanks, a lot of people honestly get way too frustrated at the game. Hello, McFinger. Good morning to you. It is, you know, it's fun that you just don't put too much as far as stats and stuff, too much weight in it. Like, I like to do good, but, you know, you can get frustrated very quickly. It's not just World of Tanks, but any PvP game where, you know, you kind of just have to enjoy it. Focus on the good moments and negative stuff. It's just a game. Alright, so hopefully I can get a good match here. It's going to be a little difficult given this tank. I think I might actually start out with HE here. No, I'm going to start out with standard. I'm going to head out in this area. This tank's just really hard to get in a good position to get a shot off without dying. There's just too many ifs if I head over there, I feel like. Even though, nope, I gotta head over here because we have a light tank going over there and one medium. I'm just gonna get torn to shreds, so scratch that. I'm gonna load a HE round and I'm gonna set up all the way over here and hopefully get a little cheap shot off to get. Oh, now you're gonna turn around. You know, when it comes to flip coin, guys, you know, it is only a 48% chance to win. I can't change it back to 50-50, but, you know, honestly, you know, I have to reset my coins every couple weeks so I don't get too far up the leaderboard, since, you know, my account here, you know, it counts me as watching even if I'm not chatting. And, you know, I don't typically use any of the commands where 48% chance to win, where you're more likely to lose coins over the long haul than win them. If I had HE, I wouldn't be able to damage him otherwise. I'm sorry, little dog. Hey. Wants to get out of the... He's like a cat. He wants to go, you know. He never can make his mind up whether he wants to be in here or out there. Ooh, there's a Dicker Max. Oh god. It's not good. I'm out here, so I'm taking a shot. God damn it. Hey dog, come over here, please. Oh god, I'm actually still sticking out. Did not have access to my other hand there. Yeah, this is gonna be a crappy battle. A little hard. He's distracting me right now too. This distraction I can't do anything about. Do a Scorpion G. Just, do I risk it? There's still a Dicker Max sitting back there. There he is. Here we go. I was about to say I should be able to hit him. 283 damage, just rolling in it here. You never know with how bad this tank typically is. This might be an ace tanker. Gonna destroy some walls. I might as well just start pushing this way just so I might get in a fight or two. Good. Levi decided to take pity on me here for a few more minutes. I got the Indian Panzer after this, low tier as well. Feeling like I have just plenty of time to do both of them. Yeah. Likelihood of me hitting that was basically 0. Fortunately, I'm spotted. I might get RD'd here, but what the hell. We're up by so many tanks and it doesn't matter if I accidentally die. Thunderbolt, I should be able to push next up here. I have a feeling he's just going to go straight. He's not going to turn my way. Awesome. Oh yeah. Personal best. It's looking like at this point, I thought they might go with just, you know, say 12 of them and then add them in the patches after that. It's looking like they're waiting to do all of them at this point. To which, you know, it's either going to be the first patch in the new year, so end of January, early February, maybe one after that, but they're finishing up the maps they don't have done already. There is going to be a super test though, for the next batch of HD maps coming out soon. They did kind of say that, which Mastery Badge second class could have been worse. Did we lose Sand River? We lost Sand River. I'm a little bit upset at myself for messing up. Yeah. Granted, it's not all on me. Like, I made one little mistake there at the end, and yeah, the 212A did a really good job, but yeah, we just got outplayed there at the end. As far as the 212A, he did a really damn good job. It was 200 seconds stun, you know, 1500 assist and top damage, so bravo to that guy. But Indian Panzer next up, and then a low tier gift tank. Then I need to go get myself some food. Dylan, you know, I'm gonna, this is your second warning. You're spamming a little bit, you know. You've been told, you know that there's a cooldown on flipcoin, and it's 15 minutes, and honestly, if you type it, it just locks you out again. So, you know, continually to do stuff. That's your last warning. You know, if you spam it, if you ever spam again, you know, you might get banned. I don't want to have to, but you are pushing kind of the limits here. And a lot of the stuff you know, to get, you know, a better picture on commands and stuff, the link in the Fussbot website's in the video description below. If you click on it, it will send you over to the chatbot site. You can check your coins there. You can see what the commands do. You can see what you can purchase. The link for it's right there. You know, I would definitely say take a look at that, because it'll help you out a little bit with knowing how the commands work. You know, what you can use your Levi biscuits for and how many you have, etc., etc. But yeah, I don't want to have to warn you again. Alright, so we have nobody over on the 8 line. I'm still gonna go to the hill, but and hope for the best. So one more battle after this. I'll do a raffle starting after this one. Because he actually did add something into Fussbot to where they're adding in more moderation tools to where technically I could change commands around a little bit, and you know, I don't want to have to. I could edit commands now to give, you know, ban certain people from using them. I don't want to have to do that, but the developer Fussbot is adding in a lot more options when it comes to creating your own commands and what you can do with them. So, you know, just throwing that out there. I lowered the flipcoin duration for the cooldown, but if it starts to be abused, I'll raise it back up to 30 minutes. Or I could tie it to something in the shop to where it's only triggered when, you know, someone buys it, and everyone can do it for, say, like 5 minutes or so. My FV215B Heavy, if you look at a G3 on the map, he pushed to that corner that you typically get hit at, where I could still get RD'd here, but I'm safe from getting hit by all those TDs that typically, it's usually TDs that camp there and try to shoot you on the hill. So that's why I pushed up here. Looked like I guess haphazardly pushed, but there's a reasoning behind me actually pushing out a little further. Thanks for tipping Levi a couple biscuits here, Dana. I don't know if you meant to do 2, but I'll give him a little extra A little extra here. Fortunately, with the hill, I'm going to start backpedaling. So we're at a disadvantage, and I believe that Emil 2, yep. I'm actually going to, I think, ooh, no, not M41's there. Okay, all three of those guys are pushing that way. I'm actually going to run this way and hope for the best. I don't think I'm going to get out of this alive, but I think forward is my path to staying alive the longest right now. Why do you have to have a good top speed, Emil? Run away, everyone follow me. Oh, if you jump off of that cliff, that would be awesome for me. Yeah, they're not following me, but I'm gonna try my best to annoy this 183. Oh Lord. Yep, here's that Emil 1. He's got me. He's got a repair kit too. He bounced. Oh god, I got so lucky there. I was angling a little bit, hoping he would bounce somehow. I was not expecting it to actually happen though. Oh lord, I am super lucky in mediums today. We're still down by 2. This IS-3 didn't kill me. Yeah, I'm not able to... He's going to be able to get around this corner. Oh, or he's aiming at the AMX. It's actually worse for my team that he's doing that. At least he missed. We hope this... he got me. Oh, I'm still lucky though. Don't know how... I keep missing shots, but I don't know how I'm still alive. Yeah, he's finally got me. Gone with the Sins. Look into that link I did earlier, restream.io or OI. You can do it through there, and you can do it with OBS to 2, 3, 7, 20 different places if you use Restream with OBS. I have no idea how I stayed alive that long, but I eked out as much as I could there, but we still lost. Hello Jack, nice to see you. I'm doing very well. How are you? How have you been? So let me tip Levi a couple treats here. Alright, I don't know where exactly he is, but I'm just gonna... Pretty sure I just dropped him right on him. But Master Baz 3rd class. Top damage on my team, holy hell. Well, I did the most I could to get as much out of that, and I lost a lot of credits because I just went to APCR at some point. Alright, so let me... Alright, gift tanks here. What? I don't... We got premium vehicles. So as far as a bad low tier gift tank, I don't consider the T7 car bad, but I'm gonna go with this. I played this a lot on the EU server, which... Hey! I'm actually... This isn't specifically for this. I know I'm gonna put optics on a different tank. But let me run optics in the T7 car here for my last battle. Let's get the... There we go, dog. I'm trying to scratch him. 1400 Levi biscuits for the winner here. Being busy's good. Dylan, that's for sponsors only. The special icons. Here's a few. He's back at trying to find that toy I have. Here's a few special emojis and stuff sponsors get. Little buddy. Yeah, this is my last one. Yeah, as far as, you know, using OBS and stuff, there's a lot of helpful videos and guides about doing it. A lot of it does come down to trial and error. At least with YouTube, you can create private streams and test it yourself there without anyone seeing them. That's always useful. But yeah, sponsors, so the people you see with a little paw print next to their name, you get custom emojis, you get a 4x multiplier when it comes to earning stream currency here. Mods get an extra, you know, multiplier, just 1x. You know, as far as sponsors go, I could do like sponsor only videos or sponsor only chat. I don't do that just because you know, I want to keep things somewhat open, but you know, it helps the stream out, and you know, the more people that sponsor, the more custom emojis I could actually do. Right now we're at 3. It's another 4. Oh lord, it's another 4. I shouldn't have shot all of them. I should have got closer first. It's another 4 to get to the next one. Or no, scratch that. It's another 3 to get to the next one. I'm actually gonna have a hard time. Oh lord, he had that. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. Well, I'm gonna hop into another battle. I forgot that people seal club in tier 2 matches, and he was one of them. I didn't expect him to have a 100% crew and all that snazzed up equipment, but anyway, let's hop into a different tank here. I don't even have ammunition in this. Or yeah, a T-key. I don't think you see many of these flying around. Let's just go with this. Actually get a light tank. Uh-oh, actually, there we go. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a crew somewhere that would fit in this. I'll hop into one more battle here since that one was pretty quick though. Well, yeah. You know, if it was a couple hundred, I would, you know, do a little bit more. But basically with sponsors, what I can do here on YouTube, it is a newer thing, you know, with YouTube gaming. Right now, they're currently beta testing. It's a closed test again with a certain amount of YouTubers. So what they're doing is right now the sponsor feature is mainly just on YouTube gaming. They're implementing it into the standard YouTube site as well, to where once that finishes, I'm sure we're going to see a lot more features come with that too, because they're trying to roll it out to the whole site before going further ahead. But right now, the options I have available to me, you know, custom badges for sponsors, custom emojis for YouTube live chat here. There's the custom, I can just do sponsor only chat. In Fussbot, I can actually set up, I haven't yet, but I have been bouncing around ideas. I can make like sponsor only like commands and stuff, which I plan on doing that. That's not something with YouTube, but with Fussbot specifically. So there are things, I guess, which congratulations Walter on winning the raffle. I just haven't fleshed it out completely. I do appreciate everyone who sponsors though. For the short term though, at least you get a lot of Levi biscuits out of it. It makes challenges and stuff a lot more obtainable. But I think as far as like custom sponsor commands, I plan on going more for like fun commands rather than like I don't want to lock behind say like tank requests to sponsors only, stuff like that. Which I think you guys would agree that would be kind of unfair to do. Trying to get this guy to... That's why I don't want to push out, because you can die extremely quickly in low tier matches here. Fight though, I think I should be fine. Uh-oh, there's another tank behind me. E45, yeah, this is possibly gonna end bad here. Ah, crap, that was a bad shot. That was another bad shot. Unlike a lot of other low tier players, I don't bring premium rounds. I don't see a point in it. These battles are just like fun little throwaway battles. But anyway, thank you very much for watching the stream today. Yeah, it's a pretty fun stream. Dylan, I only play World of Warships if, as of right now, it gets picked for Tuesday night streams. But, well, yes, make teams great again. Yes, something along those lines, Randall. Yes, that's kind of what I have going as options. But I can do a couple different things. Just whenever I make a new command, it sounds pretty easy to do, but it does take a little bit of trial and error setting up a couple different things to make sure it doesn't break any other element of the fuss bot. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll be back tonight starting at 9 p.m. My time, Eastern Standard Time, so about 10 hours from now for Total War Arena. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day here. See you guys around.